My name is George McMuffin. I'm a freelance investigator, the kind that likes action. I don't go in for the small stuff. My cases are only those with the more serious variety, working with real criminals. This is the story of one of those cases, one of the toughest I've faced yet. It all started out when I got a call about a case of blackmail. It was from a man called Ali. I didn't know his full name. All he had given me was a time and a place, said he couldn't say much over the phone. It had sounded mysterious. I like mysterious. So, Ali, what exactly is your problem? Better be worth my time, and yours too. I don't come cheap.
I'm being threatened. I don't know who by. They send me letters saying that I'm displeasing them. If I don't send them some money soon, I'm going to have an accident.
Who would be displeased with you?
I don't know. I can't think of anyone who...
Give me the letters. Letters cut from newspapers, an old trick. Now tell me more about yourself. I'm going to need to know all the facts to solve this case.
My name's Ali G. I'm a manager.
The manager of whom?
I'm Ali G's manager.
You manage yourself?
No. My brother, the rapper.
Ah, should I have heard of him?
Perhaps. Are you going to take the case?
I may well, Mr. G. I may well. But for now, I'll have to be on my way. I returned to my apartment to relax and think over what I had just heard. Before I could make any decisions, however, I encountered a rude interruption.
Well, McMuffin, we meet again.
What is it this time, sirs? I have a headache and I'm busy. I had encountered Detective Inspector Sayers many times before on my cases. He was the type of person who makes life very difficult for people like me. I never looked forward to his visits.
A man has recently died, McMuffin.
So? People die all the time. Hundreds, thousands. It's a tough world, Inspector Sayers.
Perhaps you would like to know the name of the man who has recently died.
Enlighten me.
His name was Ali G.
The rapper?
No, McMuffin, the manager.
There's a manager called Ali G?
I do not have time for this, McMuffin. Ali G has died, and someone fitting your description was seen leaving his house not 6 hours ago.
Okay, I'll admit I knew the manager. I met him 6 hours ago. It was the first and only time I've ever seen him. He was a client. Why would I want to kill him?
That's my job to find out. Expect to be hearing a lot more from me, McMuffin.
Now I was interested. With Ali dead and the police suspecting me, there was no way I couldn't get involved. I had to find anyone who had had anything to do with Ali, and there was one person I had foremost in my mind.
He's a rapper. He's really cool. He makes great tunes and he ain't no fool. Don't tell me you've not heard his name. When it comes to rapping, he's the top of the game. He's famous around the globe. From the studio to your earlobe. From the LLI to the GEE. Yo, it's Ali G.
Mr. G!
Everybody stop! I said stop!
Sorry, Mr. G.
What do you think, guy? You can't be coming in there. I'm a busy man. I value my time. And you like nothing. Nothing. You can't be coming in here when I'm in the zone.
I take it from the fact that you're still creating your music that you haven't heard about your brother.
My brother, what about him? I've been here all day. I ain't heard nothing about my brother.
Mr. G, your brother is dead.
No. It's some kind of joke.
He died just over 7 hours ago. Murdered, in fact.
What?
It looked like interviewing Mr. G wasn't going to get me any further with my investigation. I had to leave. I had too little time to spare now that Sayers was on my tail.
I can see that you're not ready to give me any information on the subject. I'm sure the police will be here shortly to inform you of all the details. I'd rather not be there when they arrive. I'll come back later. Tomorrow, say?
What?
I will be leaving you now, Mr. G.
That was when I saw him. I didn't want another tangle with Detective Inspector Sayers, so I pretended not to have noticed him. I began to walk off, but noticed out of the corner of my eye that Sayers was going in the opposite direction entirely. It seemed suspicious. If he was tailing me, why run off? I decided to follow him. I knew who this new player was. The Codfather, real name James Fisher, was head of one of New York's biggest criminal organizations. Despite being well known to the police, there was never enough evidence to link him directly to the crime. If Inspector Sayers was meeting the Codfather, it could only mean he was involved in criminal activities.
Ah, Mr. Bond. You're not Mr. Bond, are you?
Mr. Fisher, I presume.
Who are you? Bond! Get her restraints, man! Click. Oh, wrong switch. Click.
I happen to know a number of things. Firstly, I happen to know that the man you were just talking to was a high-ranking police official. It's not the kind of man the Codfather would generally associate with.
Let me see your face. Just who are you? I've never seen you before in my life. And why are you interested in Sayers?
Sayers, is it not? Now, the second thing I know is that Sayers is currently involved in a murder case. A murder case I'm very heavily involved in too. And if that leads me to the third thing I know, that you're currently holding a leather notebook that you're holding under the desk, a leather notebook with information that I'd very much like to see. Would you be so kind as to show it to me?
I'm afraid you're not going to see that notebook. Not today, not never. You know why? Because I'm not liking you talking to me in that way. Generally, I'm the one who talks to others like that. You know why that is? Because, you see, when others talk to me in that way, I find it disrespectful. Seeing as you know so much about me, you'll probably know I don't like those who disrespect me. You'll probably also know what I do to those who disrespect me. I feed them to my fishes. I got me some mighty big fishes. So don't fool yourself into thinking that you're in control of the situation. I am always in control of the situation. Click. Click. Clap. Click. 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 Okay, you'll have it, whoever you are. You'll pay for this, I swear. One of these days, you'll regret the day you crossed the court, Father.
I doubt it, Fisher. My grandmother fights better than your employees. Where did you find them? A zoo?
Could I at least have your name?
Of course, have it. Remember to never cross P.I. George McMuffin.